nephews. Today, I'm gonna be talking about the pros and cons of owning a Yamaha R6. But first, I want y'all to check out the clothes and the gear I have from Next Generation. Code right here, TG. Y'all get 10% discount on all shirts, all hoodies. Get you a tag, a custom tag. It's not legal, but you can get you a custom tag, 10% on all items on the shop. Let's get back into it. So I bought this Yamaha R6 probably about, I think like a year and a couple months ago. So far, it hasn't really been giving me a lot of problems. First thing we're gonna talk about is pros. I'm gonna start off with the best pro. Number one pro that everyone should know. I've seen debates about the best 600s in class. You got the ZX6R, you got the R6, you got CBR 600, you got the Gixxer 600. Me personally, just because I own an R6 doesn't mean I say it's the best, but I'm gonna keep it real. It's the best. I rode a ZX6R, I rode a Gixxer 600, not a CBR 600, but I haven't heard good things about those. I'm not bashing them, don't get me wrong, they're all great bikes. But overall, I just think Yamaha R6 is the best. You got cornering, you got speed, top speed I've hit on my R6 probably about 169, 168, and I'm not tuned yet, that's stock. I mean, I have full exhaust, I have a quick shifter, a couple more things. Number two in the pros, we have the looks. Yamaha did a great job on how aggressive they made their R6. Like, the way they just made it look was everything from the front end to the rear end. That's what I love about the R6. Pro number three, I say the maintenance. Maintenance on these bikes is really, really good. I haven't had a lot of issues. I get my oil changed probably about every month and a half. Chain maintenance probably every 2 weeks. The maintenance is not bad on this bike. There's no major issues. That's a good thing about getting an R6. Pro number four, I'm gonna say the exhaust and the sound of the bike. Sky high rocket RPMs. Miles away, you'll hear the bike scream. That's one thing I do love about this bike. It sounds really, 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 really good. I don't think there's one shitty R6 that y'all hear that sounds like shit. Now, a Gixxer 600, my bad. Anywho's, another pro I'm gonna throw in there is the insurance on this bike. I pay around $130 for this bike. I don't know about y'all, so y'all don't take my advice. Y'all rates might be lower, y'all rates might be higher. I pay around $130 for insurance on this bike, and that's pretty cheap for a 600. Some people, they pay around $200, $300. Now, one last pro I'm gonna throw in there is the top speed of this bike. In my opinion, I feel like if you was to get all of the 600s to line up and race, there you have it. The R6 is gonna be every 600, that's my opinion. Y'all can debate it in the comments, y'all can hate me, y'all can call me whatever. That's just my opinion. R6 is king. Now, we're gonna talk about cons. One con of the Yamaha R6 is the electrical issues. Now, it's been certain times where I've tried to start my bike and it just kind of struggles to crank up. It really all depends on the weather, it depends on your battery, it depends on a lot of stuff. I recently just changed the battery of how long I've had my R6. Batteries for R6, they go around between $100 to $200. It just depends on the brand you get. I will say that's one con. Con number two, I will say I have wheelied this bike, but R6s are not known for wheelies. It's really hard to wheelie a R6. R6 fellow people, you guys know. I've definitely got my bike up to probably about right here. I've held it for some probably 2-3 seconds. So for all you people who like the wheelie, don't get an R6. Y'all plan on upgrading and y'all want to wheelie, don't get an R6. If you want to be fast and you want to take to the track, you want to hit corners, you want it for looks, you want to build it, you want to be the fastest 600, get an R6. But if you want to get a next bike or a 600, you're upgrading or anything, and you want a wheelie, don't get one. That's my advice. Con number three, this is a big one. This is something I did not like even when I first got the bike. R6s have no gas gauge whatsoever. It's been times where the gas light just comes on out of nowhere And it's just like shocking because I thought I had a lot of gas. And I really don't even be riding reckless. Having no gas gauge is highly inconvenience, especially for people who ride reckless, especially for people who just daily they bike. The R6 is a track bike. You guys know that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't really look at their gas gauges while on the track. I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for every rider. I haven't been on the track yet. Having no gas gauge is very inconvenient. Another con, for my tall riders out there, female or male, I will tell you this. A Yamaha R6, whether you get the older year, the newer year, 17 through 20, very, very, very uncomfortable for tall riders. Luckily for me, I have adjustable rear sets, so I can set my foot pegs wherever I want to. But stock, they're very, very uncomfortable. When I first got on my R6, I was test riding it, seeing how it was. Legs was cramping up. I'm not saying I'm tall. I don't know how tall I am. I'm like 5'11". That's what I say. If people taller than me and you get on the R6, you're stuck in a locked position. You're basically stuck in a locked position and it's not really comfortable, especially for long rides. Now for track riding, if you want to speed on the expressway, going crazy, you don't really think about it. But I can tell you this, at the long rides and I get off my bike, oh my gosh, it's bad. It's really, really bad. Now I don't really have a lot of cons. I don't really have nothing negative to say about the R6. I do not regret getting the R6. Now I will say one thing, a lot of people overprice these bikes. This bike is highly overpriced. The market right now is crazy. You go on Facebook Market and find somebody selling 2012 Yamaha R6, 20K miles, and the dude wants 13K for it, 14K. Don't get me wrong, the Yamaha R6 is a beautiful bike, and they stopped making them, so of course the value's gonna go up. It's a good bike, but I just think they're overpriced, especially the newer years. Luckily, I picked up my bike I got a good deal on my bike, so I didn't really pay a lot for it. Like I mentioned before, I don't really have a lot of cons to say about it. Me personally, I love it. I really had no issues with the bike besides the cons I just told y'all. If I had to rate the Yamaha R6 1 through 10, I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. And that's just coming from me. I don't rate anything a 10. But I will definitely say the Yamaha R6 is an 8.5 out of 10. What's minus the 1.5, gas gauge, how uncomfortable it can get after long rides, sometimes the electrical issue. But other than that, great bike. Great on corners. It's a perfect bike for the street, perfect bike for the track. The bike is quick, stock, it sounds amazing. It revs all the way up to 17,000 RPMs and it screams and it sounds so beautiful. I'll insert some clips here. That's really all the pros and cons I have for the Yamaha R6. Y'all remember to go get y'all some merch. Y'all go support me. Code TG, get 10% discount on everything inside the store. Next Generation, y'all click the link in the bio. I appreciate y'all watching this. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one.